last time. Tatum left that short. Porzingis with a big-time board and stick back to make it a two-possession game. Doc has the clipboard ready, and he'll burn a time.
I'm not sure what's more stressful, driving with a cop behind you, or watching the Boston Celtics with a 20-point lead. But the Celtics-Bucks game wasn't as hyped as we thought a few months ago. No Giannis because of definitely real hamstring injury, and the Celtics have a massive lead in the East and have essentially secured the 1 seed. Initially, it looked like the Celtics were going to be on verge of a blowout. Behind Tatum, Derek MJ White, and Crypto P, they were absolutely torturing the Bucks. Offensive rebounds, intensity, incredible defense. It looked like the kind of game where you could scroll on your phone in the whole second half. But the Celtics said no. You're going to watch all 48 minutes of this game. You're not going to go watch Suits in the second half. We're going to make it interesting. So the Celtics proceeded to literally stop scoring in the second half to make things a little bit more fair for the Bucks minus Giannis. But despite the underwhelming second half and an incredible second half from Damian Lillard, the Celtics still took care of business. And jokes aside, I think this is probably their most important win of the entire season. And I mean it. And let me explain. So number one, this was a game without Giannis, at home, with a 10-game lead in the East, and we're literally only in March. This would have been a very easy game to have shrugged off. In fact, I know that last year's Celtics team would have done this. We all know that last year's team would have lost this game by like 12 points. They would have assumed that the Bucks would have just given up. But this team was different because from the go they had that intensity. Like they were the team down 10 games in the East. And then the second thing involved Jaylen Brown. Because Jaylen hit 2 very clutch free throws at the end of the game. I mean, that dude makes me so nervous when he's at the line. I mean, I feel like he's Shaq and Nick Anderson in some hybrid sometimes. But Jaylen proved that he could be clutch. Because I can absolutely see a scenario in the playoffs, maybe even against the Bucks, where the Celtics are up 2 with like 9 seconds left, Jaylen at the line, and he needs to hit both. Or you know Dame's going to hit some logo 3 and tie it up. So I was really encouraged to see Jaylen, mentally focused and hit those shots. And then with Jayson Tatum, his big rap is always his ability to close. I mean, we saw it with Denver a couple weeks ago, with Cleveland, that he's sometimes not the best finisher. But despite not scoring for most of the second half, where it looked like he, maybe mailed it in, he drove to the hoop with a very nice layup, a needed basket for the Celtics, hit like 6 needed free throws, and played incredible defense, had a couple blocks. So I was really proud to see sort of how much he was locked in. And then the biggest thing to me is about the Celtics in general, because they aren't great with leads. And a lot of times, especially last year, they'd have these, 15, 20-point leads and they'd lose the game. Even against Cleveland a couple of weeks ago. But in this case, they blew the 20-point lead. Milwaukee basically tied it. And it looked like, the Celtics might have run out of gas. They mailed it in. They stopped caring because this game they really didn't have much to gain. But at the end of the day, the Celtics righted the ship. They went up basically by 6. I mean, I know Dame hit that meaningless 3 at the end for his stats, but the Celtics righted the ship. Because for the Celtics to win in the playoffs, they're going to have to win close games. Blowouts like the Celtics did against the Warriors mean absolutely nothing to me. Because the Celtics are great in those games. They're great as the front runner. But the big indicator for me if the Celtics can win a championship is can they win close games? And the game against the Milwaukee Bucks showed to me that they can. Because it's only going to get harder once the playoffs start. The Celtics are going to be playing real teams, not like Detroit and the Wizards, which feels like every week. Teams that can put up 130 points with good defenders, and the Celtics are going to need to, go punch for punch. I know people say the East is a joke, but that's just not true. The Celtics are really going to have to earn it. And then the West, it's probably a 50-50. Denver is incredible. The Clippers are chokers, but OKC. And so for right now, the Celtics can kind of quiet quit the rest of the season. Keep their health, clinch the 1 seed, and then start to really lock in on the playoffs. But I was really, really happy with what I saw against the Bucks. It showed me they can close a close game against a smart team.